Welcome back to the Kilted Cajun. Welcome back to the Kilted Cajun. Welcome back to my oh Lord have mercy. This is how I get started on everything. I am so bass backwards in half the stuff that I do. If I don't write my thoughts down, I could follow a script, but then I'd have to read it, and if I read it, I wouldn't be able to talk. Hi everybody, welcome to my channel. I am the Kilted Cajun. Hopefully you made it this far at least, and maybe even make it to the end. Like the title says, Hogwarts Legacy pre-order was just announced, and the collector's edition apparently was turning up some sort of fuss due to the price tag on this thing of $300. Now that I don't really get into pre-orders. Last pre-order I did was for World of Warcraft Cataclysm expansion, and I want to say that was less than 100. I think I was probably about $80 roughly. I enjoyed it, but it's probably the only collector's edition I ever got. The Cyberpunk collector's edition, with which I really wish I would have gotten my hands on. Don't judge, because of the motorcycle. I think that was $250. Never got my hands on it, but this is $250, and of course, naturally, I get ahead of myself. I'm excited for a game that's coming out very soon, or maybe not very soon. I didn't even check to see when the game's coming out. But Hogwarts Legacy, I have to say, I'm very excited to see what this game is all about. Apparently, it takes place before the main story of the books. I enjoyed the books growing up. All of my minions have enjoyed reading the books. The movies were fantastic. I'm excited for this game. I'm genuinely excited for this game. There's a lot of people out there that aren't. They have their own opinions, but I don't want not really here. I don't want to debate their opinions too much. Whatever you think of it, that's whatever you think of J.K. Rowling. That's you. I'd like to talk about the game, Portkey Games Hogwarts Legacy. That's going to be my main focus. So the ideological mafia on Twitter has had an opinion about J.K. Rowling because she has an opinion that they don't like. And they scream from the rafters over and over again. J.K. Rowling does have opinions that align with a bunch of them on Twitter, but except for one. I don't want to get into it. Except for that one little particular opinion. They call her nasty little names. They try to get everything she does canceled. They actually went after the developer of this game for a while, like condemning him because of J.K. Rowling. Like, think about that for a second. Someone decides to create a video game or a piece of intellectual. They try to do an offshoot of a piece of intellectual property written by someone, created by someone else, because they like the universe, because they think other people would like their creation. But because that creation, that's like going after the developer of Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. That would be like going after going after the developer of Jedi Fallen Order because you don't like something George Lucas says. What? That's moronic at best. You can enjoy the world, you can enjoy the setting, and still despise the author. We have a group of people who are going after and trying to rewrite Cthulhu mythos because H.P. Lovecraft was a bigot. H.P. Lovecraft was a lot of things. He didn't like anyone. In the 1940s, he had some very unfortunate opinions on people. Here's some news for everyone. A lot of people in the 1940s had some unfortunate opinions on other people. Did he put it in the writing? Not that I've seen. I've read a few Cthulhu mythos books. I've played Call of Cthulhu numerous times, whether it's the tabletop game, and none of that came across to me. None of his bigotry and opinions ever really came across to me. It was about going insane while trying to fight monsters from another dimension. But some people can't seem to. I understand. I guess I can understand that some people cannot separate the art from the artist. For me, it depends on how the artist behaves themselves. You don't really hear a lot of from again me. I don't really hear a lot about J.K. Rowling outside of a news article pops up, somebody asks her her opinion, and she gave it. She doesn't go out of her way, from what I've seen, to start blasting her opinion all over the news. Could be wrong, but back on track. Let's get off that tangent. Hogwarts Legacy. They announced the pre-release. They announced the pre-orders for the game. I'm looking forward to it. And all of a sudden, despite all the dogpiling on social media from what you're going to call them lunatics because they're crazy people. You can have your opinion, but God, stop dogpiling. Despite all that, Hogwarts Legacy Collector's Edition sold out almost instantly. A $300 price tag sold out almost instantly. Here's an article from GG Recon, G Grecon, how you want to pronounce that? Let's go. Hogwarts Legacy Collector's Edition managed to sell out almost instantly after stock went up for pre-order, despite its $300 price tag. So sure, there were people out there that didn't really care for the price tag, but you know what? There's a whole bunch of people, the silent majority have big fat wallets. They're fans of the book, and they can't even pronounce J.K. Rowling's name correctly. I'm pretty sure I've pronounced it two different ways just in this video. They have money. They want to be entertained, and they're looking forward to this. They're massive, probably people my age, they are massive Harry Potter fans because the Harry Potter fans who grew up reading the books, they have good paying jobs right now. Am I trying to say that the people whinging about it on Twitter don't have jobs? Well, they're not spending it on Hogwarts Legacy, so who knows? Maybe they do. They just decided to go put it elsewhere. Let them do that. Some believe that due to a coordinated boycott of sorts, due to J.K. Rowling's involvement with the project, of course she's going to be involved with the project. It's probably a minuscule involvement. She probably signed her name on the dotted line, said, "Here you go, make it based on the books." That's probably her involvement as she goes home cashing the check. That it may not be as successful. However, it looks like there's still quite a lot of excitement for the game. Yes. You know why? Because Twitter's not the real world. YouTube is more of the real. There are more people on YouTube than there are on Twitter. Most average, everyday working people, they don't get on Twitter. They don't care about Twitter. It's people who have nothing better to do get on Twitter to whinge and moan and groan every morning because they wake up needing something to say. No, they wake up. No, stop it. Hogwarts Legacy, I'm getting back to this. Hogwarts Legacy is described as an immersive open world. I like that. Thank you. Please, please, please. Open world action RPG set in the world first introduced in the Harry Potter books. In the game, you get to attend Hogwarts in the 1800s as your own character, and you, quote, hold the key to an ancient secret that threatens to tear the wizarding world apart. The other thing people are complaining about is the depiction of goblins, like calling it anti. Oh my god! Like if you see the goblins as being anti-Semitic when nobody else has, I they look like goblins to me. I've been like I've seen depictions of goblins all over the place, from Tolkien to D&D to whatever fantasy setting you look, and not one time have I ever thought of that. So what does that say about the person? Kind of like how the orcs are a depiction of, anyway, I think that's a you problem if that's how you see it. You might want to go look internally. What do you get in the Hogwarts Legacy collectors? I don't care. Oh, it looks kind of neat. But here's the main point of the whole thing. Where can you buy it? Whatever. That's irrelevant. The main thing is $300 sold out almost instantly, despite this massive boycotting campaign on Twitter to try and get the game shut down, attacking the game's developer, the creator of the game, the creator of entertainment. Why? Because Harry Potter's associated with J.K. Rowling, and she's got opinion. She has opinions that you don't like. So, well, what does this mean? Honestly, it means Twitter's not the real world. Maybe, just maybe, corporations will start paying attention to the fact that Twitter doesn't matter. None of that crap matters. Make a product, let people decide for themselves. Stop bending the knee to idiots who wake up in the morning with nothing to do, so they get on social media looking for something to be pissed about, looking for someone to cancel. I've heard a lot of people say cancel culture doesn't exist. It's consequence culture. Bullshit. Cancel culture is a thing and it needs to go away. So many people are waking up to this. I'm not going to get on that soapbox. I'm looking forward to this game. At one point, I was actually considering taking a look at some Twitter replies. Am I on the right tab? I don't know. I'm so unorganized. This one was great. This one right here. Hogwarts Legacy. Which of the four house common rooms will you call home? Response. This is the kind of responses you get. Some of them are, I don't want to get into that part of the ideological war. I just thought this one was great. We don't want to live in a transphobic castle. Great response. You really are dumb to believe a fictitious castle is capable of such, you fucked up, is capable of such transgressions. What a moron. Be careful when you insult someone that your grammar is proper, because I'm going to resist the urge to correct this person because, yeah, I'm not even getting in. I'm not going anywhere near this discussion. But if you decide to try and insult someone's intellectual prowess, don't make a grammatical error. It's too easy. It's low hanging fruit if that's all you're going to get, but people love low hanging fruit. Low hanging fruit still tastes good. Some of the responses, I like this one. The skinny and stupid. Yeah, skinny and stupid. That's an unfortunate name. No. Oh, wow. So I'm going to go out on a limb and say this person made this account with no profile picture strictly to start running their mouth. Some of the things they said, making the claims that the developers of the games don't like Rowling or her opinions or anything like that. But I think they actually said something good. There's nothing wrong with kind people who love the Harry Potter world wanting to expand it and make it more inclusive to others to enjoy without fear of hate. The only people hating on Harry Potter are the ones who are attacking. The only people hating on Harry Potter and Hogwarts Legacy and all this other stuff are the people who are attacking J.K. Rowling for her opinion. That's what I find. That's why I find this interesting. Regular everyday people, they don't even know what it's all about. They like Harry Potter, they like video games, they like the Hogwarts universe, Hogwarts world, the Wizarding world. So this is exciting to them. They don't know, they don't pay attention to what happens on Twitter. The sooner more and more corporations realize this, that the paying customer, the actual paying customer, not the blowhard windbags on Twitter, the paying customer, regular everyday people are the ones buying their product, wanting good stories, wanting interesting characters and beautiful worlds to lose themselves in. The sooner they realize all of that, the better, because maybe then we can just tune out Twitter altogether, and we'll start getting good stories, good characters, good character arcs, That's the other thing. Good character arcs. I haven't read too much on Hogwarts Legacy. I think I watched the announcement trailer. It looks absolutely beautiful. The ability to fly dragons and explore all that area around the castle. If the architecture is the same as what you saw in the movies, that's going to be fantastic. I look forward to this game. I don't I don't know how much I'll be able to pre-order it. All depends on when it comes out. I have to look that up. That probably would have been a good idea to have in the video. Nice little announcement thing. But that's all I've got to say. I'm looking forward to this game. Are you looking forward to it? Are you a fan of Hogwarts Legacy, of the Hogwarts universe? Let me know what you think in the comments. Leave a like if you like what I have to say. Leave a dislike if you didn't. Shit post in the comments and share it around. Hope I can get a subscription from you. And I hope to see you in the next one.